Welcome back, Love Stylers. I'm Misty. Today we're going to be talking about playing with your food. I know you think of like a little baby when they smush it all over their face. We could use a little bit of playfulness when it comes to dieting. It does not have to be so damn serious. And I'm going to try to keep it light today. We're not talking about all the serious foods to keep us healthy today, but some of the fun foods and some of the things you can do to keep it interesting and play with your food. We like to talk a lot on this channel about how I lost 55 pounds in the last 4 years with the combination of the keto and carnivore diet, which I'm on now, 90% carnivore, 10% keto, and other foods, and pursuing your art. And that leads me to keeping it light and playful while you're dieting. It does not have to be so freaking serious. Let me hit the serious button just for a second. We're staying away from sugar. We're staying away from alcohol, except for those special occasions, or altogether if you can, like I did, and I'm thriving. We're also staying away from packaged foods, and now we're including the fun stuff, more meat in our life, more bacon. Just add bacon, guys. I'm off my blood pressure meds. I have very little eczema, and I also kicked alcoholism. And these are the 3 things I'm very proud of, and lost 55 pounds doing this. So eating a carnivore and keto-based diet is easy when you make it fun. Spring is here, and summer is about to be here soon. And this makes me think of fun, fun, fun. Now, I'm a fun person. You're a fun person. Why do you think we love TikTok and Reels, Instagram Reels, and all these very short, funny little videos that we indulge in? Because it makes us feel good. One of the most valuable things in life is youth. Let's be real. And what are we trying to do when we're eating on a carnivore keto diet or a low-carb lifestyle? We are trying to get back some of that youth, some of that health that we may have lost. And this includes your attitude towards your diet, towards food. Everybody loves that fun person. That's why we love these videos. The Geico commercials are hilarious. They pick us up. They make us laugh. We need a little more laughter in 2021 after everything we've been through in 2020. It's time to be light. I want you to start thinking about this as a theme for your life now, and you can do this with your food. Everybody loves that charismatic, funny person. I think of Jack Black. I love him, and School of Rock is one of my favorite movies of all time because he lifts me up. He's just so funny. You probably have your favorite person that makes you laugh. And, we want to be happy and we want to have fun. Be the lovable person everybody wants to be around. Stop being so bitter about what's happening in the world because we cannot control any of that. But what we can control is how we inspire others with our lifestyle, with changing up our foods and making it a little bit more fun, not so mundane when you're dieting. I have some ideas for you here and some things that I have done in the past to make things a little more interesting. Because I'm a fun person and I need fun in my life. And I know you need fun in your life. So let's wake up the creative side of you and wake up the inner artist in you. We talk a lot on this channel about pursuing your art, which we try to do here. Check out Black Eyed Soul, that's our band. And buy an album if you like, add it to your cart on Amazon. We try to keep it light in our house. Andrew and I, we play instruments. It makes us feel like a kid again. That's why they call it playing music. And you can play with your art, whatever your art is. But today, I want to talk about how to make food your art and be the creator that you want to be when you're preparing meals, the way you prepare your meals, the way you present your meals, and get the family involved even. So the first thing I think of when creating low-carb meals that aren't going to kick you out of ketosis, that are going to keep you on your journey to losing weight, is making faux meals of real food that we love that was considered junk food. For example, pizza, everybody's favorite. You can make pizza with a chicken crust. Now, Keto Connect, check them out. If you haven't gone to Keto Connect, they just kill it. They are just the rock stars of keto. And they posted a while back a chicken crust pizza. Now, you can make this from a can of chicken. You just dry it out in the oven first, and you add some eggs and Parmesan cheese, spread it out, cook it again. I'm telling you, out of all the low-carb pizzas I have tried, which I've tried them all, the chicken crust pizza, high in protein, which we want, is my favorite. And I am making it tonight. I'm going to put some pepperoni on top, some sausage on top, and chicken crust pizza comes to mind when I think of fun foods and playing with your food to make it more interesting and fun, and you don't feel like you're missing out and you can still have pizza night. This is also great for the kids. Please get your kids, your grandkids involved, your nieces and nephews. This is fun for the whole family. Making a chicken crust pizza, blindfolding somebody to see if they can tell the difference or see if they can tell what the crust is made of. They will not know, I can promise you this. Make it a game. You know, recently I started making yogurt again. It just makes me feel like it's a summery treat. This is something I did, guys. For work, we all take turns bringing in food, and we have a crowd there that always appreciates it. So I wanted to do a healthy food because we get a lot of donuts and a lot of McDonald's, and we appreciate the free food. But I wanted to do a healthy food that I could bring into work that might be a little more fun for everyone. So I made my homemade yogurt. I made a giant batch, and I set up little toppings and made a yogurt bar. Now, you'll be the first one who ever does this. You can borrow this from me. Make a yogurt bar at work. Invite everybody to your yogurt bar. Have the toppings on there, some nuts, some berries, blueberries, strawberries. For those people who aren't low carb in it as much, you can put a little cereal, granola, chocolate chips, and make a yogurt bar for people at work, or do it in the house after you make the homemade yogurt that I hope you make after watching my video. That's just another idea of a fun thing you can do. You can also take that yogurt and make it into frozen yogurt, which everybody loves. You can throw some yogurt into smoothies, a berry smoothie. Again, you can put a little bit of stevia if that makes it a little more decadent to you. That's what I like to do occasionally. Sometimes I have it without the stevia, but I really like it with the stevia. And this takes the place of ice cream. You don't have to miss out on the fun when you play with your food. And these are some examples. I'm going to keep going. I have also made some peanut butter cups with 100% cacao chocolate. You can add your stevia in there at the end of the cooking process. But you can make homemade peanut butter cups. I use sunflower butter when I make them for myself. Andrew can handle the peanut butter. Another great idea, if you miss candy, like sour candy, sour chewy candy. I love Sour Patch Kids. Tell me what your favorite candy is in the comments. And maybe we could try to recreate it together. But I took sliced strawberries, which has a nice zippy flavor when you dehydrate it. You don't have to put anything on them. They taste a little bit like Sour Patch Kids. Now, of course, you may be like, it's got to be not the same, Miss Day. It's a freaking strawberry. But it gave me that same feeling that I was having something that was chewy, a little sweet, a little tart, and it's a little bit of a different texture. But dehydrating some vegetables or fruit can be very interesting. If you've never done it before, here's another fun idea to play with your food. So that helped me last summer get through those times when I wanted a little bit of candy and people are having fun around you and they're having some treats and you don't want to feel like you're missing out. But if you come prepared with your own little baggie of strawberries like I would carry around, this can be done. And it really does something. It really satiates that emotion of wanting to have that treat you may be used to having that makes you feel like you're part of the crowd. And if you're doing some more fruit, guys, you can try apples which is not carnivore and sometimes not even keto, but like, guys, if you feel like you want to have some cake and you don't want to go off your diet, bring some apple chips with you. Put some cinnamon on there, dehydrate them in the dehydrator. They're not very expensive. You can get a dehydrator pretty cheap nowadays. Apple chips, strawberry chips, and I've even done zucchini chips. I know it sounds like it wouldn't be very good, but you can put any kind of seasoning on there, and it makes for a very interesting snack. You may want to try this for something different. Nuts are also very versatile. You can make almost like a granola or a candied nut treat. I've done this before. I threw some shaved coconut, some butter or coconut oil. You can mix different kinds of nuts, pecans, regular peanuts. If you don't have an allergy, I've done walnuts, which are really good for you, and some cinnamon, don't forget, and kind of make like a granola. And you can put that on top of your frozen yogurt. And probably the weirdest thing I've ever made, guys, we had like a Mexican taco feast at work last year, and I wanted to make like a dessert that represented the type of food we were eating that was low carb. So the weirdest thing I've ever made is a churro replacement, which was pork rinds. I made a homemade caramel, low carb caramel, and I drizzled it on the pork rinds, and I put a lot of cinnamon there. And I put some dark chocolate, 90%. I drizzled that on top as well. And we had like a very decadent churro. And it sounds weird because it's like pork rinds. You wouldn't think would taste very good sweets, but they're kind of bland if you think about them. You got to get the plain pork rinds, but you can drizzle your own homemade toppings on top of there. I think I even squirt a little whipped cream on there to make it like a real churro. And that's probably the weirdest thing I've ever made that I was proud of. And you could try a churro pork rind treat. So I'm going to talk about the ice cream I've made. Now it's more like a gelato because it has egg yolks. So we have egg yolks in there, some coconut milk in a can, the unsweetened kind. You got to get the good kind, not the sweetened coconut milk, the unsweetened. Couple cans of coconut milk, put some heavy cream in there. You can blend this up with some egg yolks and put a little bit of sweetener in there. You can throw in some dark chocolate, low sugar or no sugar chocolate chips in the mix. I do have an ice cream maker that helps out a lot, but you do not need it. Freeze that. Scoop it out. It almost tasted like cookies and cream a couple times when I did it. Make sure you include your vanilla, but homemade ice cream has saved my butt probably 24 times from having real ice cream. There's no ingredients that are bad for you. Also, you could try a snow cream. So like snow cream is ice, a little bit of heavy cream. You can put some water in there to thin it out if you want, and some vanilla and a little bit of sweetener. Most people have a lot of these ingredients on hand most of the time, so don't forget about a little bit of snow cream. I don't want to leave out the savory dishes. Of course, I mentioned the pizza earlier, but remember, you can have cauli nubs and cheese, and that is very, very representative of macaroni and cheese without the pasta. Probably my favorite savory dish of all. Remember, you can make your own low-carb sauces. There are so many ways to make low-carb sauces. I'm going to do a video. Let me know if you'd like me to, because we're going to relocate downstairs soon. It's getting warm up here in the studio, and we're going to start doing more kitchen-y stuff. Let me know if you're interested in me covering any type of recipe that I have mentioned here. Remember, you can also change things up, play with your food by using an air fryer, making some chaffles, which is just cheese and eggs. I have a very delicious recipe for an everything chaffle with bacon on top. And so you can also do cheese sauces, low carb sauces. Ditch the ketchup, guys. Make a low carb sauce with some sour cream and whatever you would like to mix in there. I do sour cream, mustard and hot sauce together, and then I put some spices in there, and it's almost like a Dijonnaise ranch replacement, and it's low carb, of course. So cheese sauces, don't forget about your low carb sauces. I've even made homemade farmer's cheese for something fun to do. You do need milk for this, guys, but you boil it down. I don't have a recipe for this, but check out farmer's cheese for something different. It kind of resembles feta cheese, almost like a ricotta feta combo when you're done. But farmer's cheese is really fun to make, and it is part of this diet. It will not throw you off track. You can mix meats to make things more fun and play with your food, surf and turf. You can have double meats, chicken wings with hamburgers, or bacon with pork chops. And I want you to remember to include more meat in your life, more eggs for that protein. You have fermented foods you can play with, pickles and different things like that. Homemade yogurt, like I said. And I want to remind you to just add bacon when in doubt. And you want to make things more fun because you're playing with your food now, guys. Think of this concept as you go to eat today and for the rest of the week. Make faces out of your food on your plate. Take a picture, post it on Instagram. Check out mine on Instagram. And I want this to catch on. Include your kids while you're playing with your food. Food can be fun and bring out the inner artist in yourself. We watch Chopped. If you are like me, you love the show Chopped on the Food Network. Why do we love this show so much? Because people are being so creative. They're bringing out the inner artist in themselves, which we all have. We are all expressions of God. I'm getting deep here. Use this opportunity to inspire others to be creative. You know, I'm even going to write songs about food. I want to take this to another level. I think this is so fun. You know, starting this YouTube channel a year and a half ago, I didn't know where it was going to go. And subscribe if you like my material, because we're going to do some really fun stuff. I want to really mix it up. We got all these musical instruments here. I'm going to do TikTok videos, reels on Instagram, and check out my Instagram. There's a lot of fun recipes there. Let me know if you want me to recreate any of those recipes or anything I mentioned today. Playing with your food and creating. Even the way you plate your food can be fun. I started making faces out of the food I was eating, and I even posted this on Instagram. Go to Misty Love Style. I want this to catch on. Make a face with your food. I dare you. And I want to see if other people are going to try to do this. It just makes you feel like you're a child again. And things do not have to be so serious all the time. Let's play with our food. I'm going to give you some more examples of things I've tried in the kitchen to make playing with my food a little bit more fun. When you're playing with your food, you can enjoy dieting a little bit more. Keep the weight off. Remember to include your pink salt, lots of water, a fair amount of sleep. I say 7 hours. Get some daylight for that vitamin D. Make sure to enjoy the outdoors, especially this spring and summer, and forever if you can. And remember, you can play with your food, include your kids, include your grandkids, and make this a fun thing. Make a face out of your food. Do a nice presentation like they do on Chopped. Why do you think we love the Food Network? Because it's fun. And before I go, guys, I want to say thank you for listening to Black Eyed Soul, and we'll see you next time on Love Style. Peace out.